Everyone is talking about AI and everyone is trying to sell something about AI. If you have been dealing with AI in any form, you know that there is a lot of hype, there is a lot of love. And like any such hyped product or hype service, you get to see a lot of people shilling ideas, recipes to become a millionaire or even billionaire. I have seen that on YouTube and various other media where people are claiming you to make others millionaire or billionaire with AI. But you have to take it seriously when a person like Jensen Huang, CEO of NVIDIA, says that AI will create more millionaires in few years than the internet did in 20. I think that we have to take that seriously in various forms or ways, because if it is coming from a man who has access to every insider AI roadmap on the planet, I think that makes sense. Let's be clear, this isn't some influencer hyping a trend. This is a guy who knows that Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and Sam Altman are building before we do. So today in this video, I'm breaking down why Jensen is making this claim, how the AI millionaire wave will happen, the darker truth most won't tell you. And if you stick to the end, I will give you the key action steps to position yourself before the window closes. And it's not that I won't be following that. Yes, I will be following that action plan too, because if someone is telling you that that person is going to tell you how to become a millionaire, at least if that person is not a millionaire, that person should be following their plan too. So I will be following that too for sure. So let's get started. Now, Jensen calls AI the greatest technology equalizer of all time, and I agree. Before AI, building a product meant learning years of coding, hiring expensive engineers, or finding investors just to start. Now you can literally talk to the AI in plain English and have it generate code for your app or website, designs for your product, marketing, copy to launch it. It's as if the wall between your idea and the finished product just collapsed overnight. And here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't just about coding. Jensen says everybody's an artist now, everybody's an author now, and everybody is a music creator now, in my humble opinion. You don't replace human creativity, you amplify it 100 times. Meaning, the winners are not the most technical anymore, they are the ones with the best ideas and the boldest execution. And that is true by all means. Now, I'm not just going to talk about it, I'm also going to give you some action oriented stuff. So, look at this table. This table tells you heaps. And this is what I was talking about between coding and then how the old world was working and how this AI world is working here. So in the old world, you see that we have years and years of learning, practicing these languages like JavaScript, Python and stuff. And now you just have to type it out. And the impact is that all the coding barriers have been removed. If you look here, you needed a lot of people to ship products. You were limited by a lot of resource and skill shortages. And now everything has been amplified. So capital is still, of course, be there, but earlier you had to raise capital before products, and all of these MVPs took, months and months and even years. I have seen, but now it is just a matter of days. So the validation is faster, the risk is even lesser. And there are a lot of other things happening in this space. Now, Henson said something really interesting. He said, and I think it was in this keynote or in another interview he did, and I have gone through a lot of them, by the way, just to get the gist of what he's saying. And he's saying the same thing in one form of or another in various sort of interviews. So he says every company will have two factories, one for your actual product and one for the AI that powers it. Think about Tesla, for example. Maybe factory one builds cars cars, and factory 2 builds the AI brain that makes them drive themselves. It's the same with maybe healthcare. One factory delivers treatment, another runs AI to diagnose faster. If you are only building factory 1, you are already behind. So this two factory future is, I think, is the future, and you need to really be on top of it. And the story doesn't end here. We are in the early days of a multi-trillion dollar AI infrastructure build out. Jensen has said in many interviews that, for instance, in Arizona and Texas alone, they are going to produce 500 billion worth of AI supercomputers in the next 4 years, and there are other companies also involved. That's a gold rush. The shovels in this rush are AI chips, AI servers, AI infrastructure. And not only in US. If you, for example, I was talking to a person in Malaysia. Malaysia is leading the charge in Southeast Asia. It's Singapore Johor Bahru corridor. I think right now it is buzzing with activity. You go there, you will be surprised to see what is happening there. And the wildest stat, which also NVIDIA has shared in some of the YouTube videos, and they're available on their website, and I will drop the link to it in video's description, as you can see here. 150 researchers at DeepSeek or OpenAI can create 20 to 30 billion dollar in value, and that is why Meta and other companies are paying such huge salaries to people who know what they are doing, and primarily that's roughly around 200 million dollar US per person. No other industry in the history that had that much leverage in so few hands, and you can see that in summary on this table, which I just talked about. Now, coming back to the reality, I think here is the part you won't hear in glossy conference speeches, and even in this YouTube video, and even from Jensen. Before I tell you that, let me introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are Agent. Agent is the world's first multi-agent workforce desktop application, empowering you to build, manage, and deploy a custom AI workforce that can turn your most complex workflows into automated tasks. So, coming back to the harsh reality, AI might look like an equalizer in the words of Jensen, but in reality, it can also widen inequality. Why? Because the most powerful AI models are very expensive. The best compute power, the fastest inference, the most accurate results, these cost big money. A well funded company will always outgun a solo creator on raw capability. And this whole just have an idea mantra, it's half true. Yes, you can build faster than before, but I have personally been stuck in endless loops trying to get AI to do complex coding on large code bases, especially the legacy ones. It's great for simple yet or medium stuff, but magic not yet. And let's face it, companies are not motivated to enhance workers, they are motivated to replace them, and that's a harsh reality. If one AI system can replace 100 jobs, the financial decision is very obvious. This is why politicians and big businesses are actually loving AI. It boosts productivity while also cutting payroll, and they won't reveal the full truth until the shift is irreversible. So, what this means for you? Well, here is the bottom line. We are less than 10% into a transformation measured in trillion, not billions like the internet boom. If you're already experimenting with AI, building skills, and creating AI powered projects, you are ahead of the most people. But if you're ignoring AI, you won't just get left behind, you may be replaced. The winners in this next era will be early adopters who move fast, creators who combine human originality with AI speed, builders who treat AI as their second factory. If you understand that, you can ride the wave Jensen is talking about. If not, you'll be watching from the shore. And that is what I'm also doing, and that is my recipe. You see, many people ask me, do you sleep, why are you posting this video, why every video is hands-on? I'm learning. I'm also trying to stay on top of it as much as I can. That is all I can do. Rest is you know, will unfold by itself, if it would. And that is what you need to do. I'm not asking you to start creating videos, and I mean, if that is what you want to do, by all means. But what my point is that whatever your field is, start learning AI, adopt adopt it, also become a bit adaptable to AI, and then combine your own innovation and thinking with AI speed. Take AI as an enabler, as an empowerment, and then go from there. This is not hype. It's not financial advice, by the way. It's a reality check from someone at the center of AI revolution, and I'm very humbled and proud of it. The opportunity is real, the danger is also real, and the clock is ticking. Please like the video and support the channel, as that helps a lot. Thank you for all the support.